Cody Rhodes' opponent at WWE WrestleMania 41 remains a mystery amid rumors of The Rock not being available for the show. WWE Hall of Famer Bully Ray recently claimed he would rather see the American Nightmare face another legend instead of Roman Reigns. The OTC and Rhodes squared off in the main event of WrestleMania in each of the past 2 years. Last Friday, Reigns' wiseman Paul Heyman informed the American Nightmare that his tribal chief plans to win the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble and challenge him for the undisputed WWE Championship at this year's Show of Shows. Speaking on the Busted Open podcast, Bully Ray disclosed that he was not a fan of the idea of a babyface Reigns fighting a babyface Rhodes. He explained that if the company would book 2 babyfaces against each other, he would prefer it to be John Cena who challenges the American Nightmare. On the same episode of the Busted Open podcast, Bully Ray explained why he believes John Cena squaring off with Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania would be best for business. The Hall of Famer claimed people would tune in to see if the leader of the nation would be able to win his 17th World Championship and break the record of most World Championship reigns recognized by the Stamford-based company, which he holds alongside Ric Flair. Cena announced that he intends to win the Royal Rumble to earn a World Championship match at WrestleMania. It would be interesting to see if that would happen. The road to WrestleMania is paved with legendary moments, dream matches, and electrifying rivalries that shape the future of WWE history. Cody Rhodes' journey to the pinnacle of professional wrestling has been a remarkable one, filled with grit, reinvention, and a pursuit of championship glory. Fans around the world have speculated that a monumental rematch between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns could headline WrestleMania 41. But a Hall of Famer recently stirred the pot by suggesting a different opponent, one who could create an unforgettable clash of generations and styles. Surprisingly, it's not The Rock. This Hall of Famer's bold pick for Rhodes' ultimate WrestleMania 41 opponent is none other than Stone Cold Steve Austin. Steve Austin is a name synonymous with attitude, rebellion, and unforgettable moments. The Texas Rattlesnake defined an era with his no-nonsense attitude and iconic stunners. Having retired from full-time competition after WrestleMania XIX, Austin's rare appearances in recent years have only added to his legendary mystique. His surprise return to in-ring action at WrestleMania 38 against Kevin Owens proved that even after nearly 2 decades away, Austin's presence can electrify a stadium and draw millions of eyes. So why would a match between Cody Rhodes and Steve Austin make sense at WrestleMania 41? According to the Hall of Famer, it's about more than just spectacle. It's about legacy, storytelling, and the symbolic passing of a torch from one rebellious, boundary-breaking figure to another. Everyone's talking about Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, but we've seen that chapter, the Hall of Famer said in a recent interview. I'm not saying it wasn't incredible, it was. But sometimes you need to break expectations wide open. Cody represents everything that wrestling's future can be, but he's also deeply rooted in its past. Who better to test his mettle, to push him to the absolute limit, than the man who was wrestling's greatest anti-hero? This perspective taps into the essence of what WrestleMania truly represents, a showcase of immortals where history and destiny collide. Reigns' dominance has been undeniable, and a rematch would certainly be enticing, but Austin versus Rhodes would be something entirely unique. It would blend nostalgia with contemporary wrestling brilliance, creating a narrative rich with layers of personal and professional significance. Cody Rhodes' WWE journey has been about carving his own path while honoring his family's legacy. From his days in WWE as the dashing upstart to his rebirth in the independent circuit and the formation of All Elite Wrestling, Rhodes' story is one of resilience and reinvention. His return to WWE and quest to finish the story by capturing the championship his father, Dusty Rhodes, never held, is a narrative filled with heart and determination. On the other hand, Steve Austin's career was defined by defying authority and breaking the mold of what a traditional wrestling hero should be. He wasn't polished or perfect. He was raw, unfiltered, and wildly unpredictable. The clash of Cody's polished, honorable persona with Austin's rebellious, beer-drinking swagger would be a collision of eras and ideals. How could WWE build a story between Cody Rhodes and Steve Austin that feels organic and worthy of WrestleMania? It starts with respect and the gradual erosion of it. Imagine a segment on Raw where Cody Rhodes, fresh off a grueling victory over a top heel, takes to the ring to address the WWE Universe. He talks about his respect for the legends who paved the way, mentioning names like The Rock, The Undertaker, and of course Steve Austin. He pays homage to Austin's influence on the industry and how he's modeled some of his own rebellion after the Texas Rattlesnake's fearless attitude. Austin strides to the ring, microphone in hand, and the crowd erupts. What begins as mutual admiration quickly turns tense. Austin, never one to mince words, questions whether Cody truly understands what it means to be a rebel. "You talk a big game about respect and legacy, kid," Austin might say. "But do you have the guts to throw it all on the line? Are you willing to get knocked down and get back up again the hard way? Or are you just another pretty face looking for the easy road to immortality?" The challenge is set, and the seeds of doubt are planted. Cody, driven by pride and a desire to prove himself, accepts. A showdown between Cody Rhodes and Steve Austin would be a masterclass in storytelling and in ring psychology. Austin's old-school brawling style would contrast beautifully with Cody's dynamic mix of technical wrestling and high-flying maneuvers. Every stunner, disaster kick, and figure-4 leg lock would be met with thunderous reactions as the two men tell a story of willpower, endurance, and heart. The finish would be pivotal. Cody Rhodes, desperate to finally conquer a living legend and solidify his legacy, would hit the crossroads not once, but twice, only for Austin to kick out at the last possible moment. In a final act of defiance, Austin would attempt one last stunner, but Cody would counter it into a third, emphatic crossroads for the pinfall victory. After the match, Austin would rise to his feet, battered and bruised, but filled with respect for the man who just bested him. In a moment reminiscent of WrestleMania classics, Austin would extend his hand to Cody. A tense pause would follow before Cody accepts, cementing a passing of the torch moment that resonates with fans for generations. Cody Rhodes facing Steve Austin at WrestleMania 41 wouldn't just be a dream match. It would be a profound generational clash that bridges the past, present, and future of professional wrestling. It would honor the rebellious spirit that both men embody while delivering a fresh, unexpected narrative that could captivate the WWE Universe. WrestleMania is about creating moments that transcend the ring, and few matches have the potential to do that, quite like Rhodes versus Austin. While a rematch with Roman Reigns would certainly have its merits, the Hall of Famer's vision offers something more dynamic. It's not about rehashing what's already been done. It's about creating something entirely new. WrestleMania thrives on unpredictability, and bringing Stone Cold Steve Austin back for one final epic battle against Cody Rhodes would be the kind of storytelling magic that West's biggest stage is made for. As the Hall of Famer concluded, legends are made at WrestleMania, but icons are forged in the matches no one saw coming. That's why Cody Rhodes versus Steve Austin needs to happen. It's time to shatter expectations, just like a glass ceiling, or a pane of glass with the sound of breaking glass that's all too familiar.